Well, welcome back to Shimpling Park Farm for the last diary entry of what has certainly been an extraordinary year. It's 8:30 on a Sunday morning just before Christmas, and we're here to meet the lovely bird surveyor who we've paid to come and do a full survey across various bits of the farm. And they've chosen a Sunday because it needs to be calm. When we first went organic way back in 1999, we wanted to measure and put some evidence to any changes that it made environmentally to the farm. So we started a rolling programme of properly invested surveys, bird surveys, wildflower surveys, invertebrate surveys, soil surveys, so that we could slightly build a picture of whether what we were doing was having any impact or not.
So this is the middle of winter, so we're doing a winter bird survey today. There'll be a second one later in the winter, and then we'll come back in the summer and see what the summer birds are doing as well. So I'm going to walk a loop around the farm, see which birds are using each field, and the diversity of species that are taking advantage of the habitats that are here on the farm. So we typically expect on an organic farm there to be more food available for the birds, because there's more insects and more grains and the like available. I'll actually record where spatially each of the birds I record or encounter is located. You never know what you're going to find until you go out there. That's one of the most amazing things about surveying. I'll be back for each of the other surveys, and that makes it really repeatable, so that you can really compare all the results. And actually the survey we're doing today is going to compare back to a survey done 5 years ago by a colleague of mine. Yep. So we can see how things have changed over the last 5 years.
Oh, brilliant! Oh, I'm so pleased about that.
What did the birdman say?
Well, luckily he saw the raven, heard the raven, which I heard this morning, which I'm really excited about, because some days you hear it and some days you don't, but it's becoming sort of resident, which is really exciting. On the airfield, he said he just saw an impressive amount of skylarks, which I know we've got a lot of skylarks, so I'm really, really pleased. Oh, fieldfares, lots of fieldfares, which is great, and they're coming in this time of the year anyway. But yeah, we just had a brief chat, but I can't wait to see the results.
What are you doing this morning, Lily?
Checking the sheep on Christmas Day, because that is what we have to do when you're a livestock farmer.
And the haylage bells we made last summer are now being fed to the ewes, who need a little bit of extra food as they're pregnant. And over the Christmas break, we've carried on planting the bare-rooted trees for John's agroforestry project.
And we've just finished, just before it gets dark. And yes, second field of agroforestry, one more to go. Hooray!
And as this extraordinary year draws to an end, the beans and the oats and the barley are cool and dry in the grain store. And the combine spending the Christmas holidays outside in the cold to try and get rid of the mice which have nested in it. This winter spelt is really enjoying the sun. And here are the rams. They've now left the ewes, and they'll just stay here and rest until this time next year. The ewes are gently getting fatter, and we're poised for another new year. Oh, before I go, on one of our winter walks, we came across this old barn where we'd put up an owl shelf years ago. The most beautiful barn owl fluttered out, and there's evidence that they've made their nest here. And here are some pictures of our resident barn owls taken by Steve Gates, a great wildlife photographer who regularly visits the farm. Thank you for joining us in 2020, and look forward to seeing you next time.